Thank you for joining us for another episode of Let's Learn Hockey, presented by Let's Face Off. Whatever did bring you to the game of hockey, we wanted to present a series of short videos that will help you get a better understanding of the elements related to hockey, and specifically the NHL. Please make sure that you do check out our other episodes, which have been tailored to identify specific parts of the game. And in this episode, we will look at the teams that make up the NHL, give the location of each of those teams as well as their logos, and then take a look at the conferences and divisions associated with the league. There are currently 32 teams that make up the NHL, so let's go through them now alphabetically. First is the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks play at Honda Center, located in Anaheim, California. The Arizona Coyotes. They are currently playing at Gila River Arena in Glendale, Arizona. However, that lease is expiring at the completion of the 21-22 season, and there is no indication of where they will play afterwards. Boston Bruins. The Bruins play at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, and they are actually part of a group called the Original Six. That is because it's one of the original 6 teams that made up the league for the first 25 years before expansion. Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres make their home at KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Calgary Flames. Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary, Alberta is where they play their home games. Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes play at PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. Chicago Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are also an Original Six team, and they play at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche play at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. Columbus Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets play at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. Dallas Stars. American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas is where the Stars play on home ice. Detroit Red Wings. Another Original Six team. They play at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers play at Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta. Florida Panthers. The Panthers play at FLA Live Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Los Angeles Kings. The Kings play at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. Minnesota Wild. The Wild play at XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens are also known as the Habs and are the oldest continuously operating professional hockey team in the world. And obviously that makes them another member of the Original Six teams. They play at Bell Center, located in Montreal, Quebec. Nashville Predators. The Predators play at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. New Jersey Devils. The Devils play at Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. New York Islanders. The Islanders have bounced around a couple of different times in the last handful of seasons, but now they have a new home, the UBS Arena in Elmont, New York. New York Rangers. The Rangers are another Original Six team, and they play in Madison Square Garden in New York City. Ottawa Senators. The Senators play at Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa, Ontario. Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers play at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins play at PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. San Jose Sharks. The Sharks play at SAP Center, which is also known as the Shark Tank, in San Jose, California. Seattle Kraken. Kraken are the newest expansion team and will play their inaugural season, the 21-22, in a newly remodeled Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington. St. Louis Blues. The Blues play at Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning play at Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. Toronto Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs are another member of the original six and currently play at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario. Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks play at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia. Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights are another new team and started play in 2017 and currently make their home right on the Las Vegas Strip, T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada. Washington Capitals. The Capitals play at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Winnipeg Jets. The Jets play at Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And here is a quick overview of the location of each of the teams. Now let's move over and talk about the alignment of those teams within the league. As I indicated earlier, there are 32 teams that currently make up the NHL. Those teams are divided equally amongst two conferences. We have the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Further, those two conferences have two divisions within them. In the East, we have the Metropolitan and the Atlantic. In the West, we have the Central and the Pacific. Each of those four divisions have 8 teams within them. So let's go through and see which teams make up the division, and we'll start with the Metropolitan Division. Now would be a good chance to test how you remember those logos from the previous slides. Carolina Hurricanes, Columbus Blue Jackets, New Jersey Devils, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Washington Capitals. Those are the 8 teams that make up the Metropolitan Division. Let's move over to the Atlantic. Boston Bruins, Buffalo Sabres, Detroit Red Wings, Florida Panthers, Montreal Canadiens, Ottawa Senators, Tampa Bay Lightning, Toronto Maple Leafs. And those are the 8 teams that make up the Atlantic Division. So those are the 16 teams that make up the Eastern Conference. And let's move over to the Western Conference, starting with the Central Division. Arizona Coyotes, Chicago Blackhawks, Dallas Stars, Colorado Avalanche, Nashville Predators, Minnesota Wild, Winnipeg Jets, and the St. Louis Blues. Those are the 8 teams that make up the Central Division. Pacific Division, we have the Anaheim Ducks, Calgary Flames, Edmonton Oilers, Los Angeles Kings, San Jose Sharks, the Seattle Kraken, Vancouver Canucks, and the Vegas Golden Knights. Those are the 16 teams that make up the Western Conference. So in all, those are the 32 teams that make up the NHL. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Let's Learn Hockey, NHL Teams and Logos. Please don't forget to like this episode as well as subscribe to our channel to get notified when we release future episodes introducing you to different elements within the game of hockey. Also, please comment below on a topic that you might like us to cover in the future. Don't forget to check out our podcast, which you can find on any podcast app, as well as find us on Twitter at Let's Face Off. Until next time, go hockey.